Okay, I've got a C-clamp here holding on the backing for the drywall. Okay, and next I'll be shooting it in place. Then I'll screw it later. Okay, now we're going to shoot it in place. All right, the right angle. Okay, whoa, if I don't fall over. That's the blooper. Anyways, today this will just be about cutting. I may not do much talking, but watch what I'm doing. Okay, I'll be doing just different cuts as I cut the floor, cut and get prepared to lay this floor. Alright, get the pieces for that. That's what this video will be about. I wasn't real happy with my last video, although if you watch it and if you have to re-watch certain portions, then you'll see and just keep looking at that process when I was cutting around the opening of the drain for the toilet, alright, around the toilet flange. And don't forget, Getting Fit with Ken Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I may not be able to go live for a while, but I'm still going to put up videos. There's a Freedom Share Act of 1976 under Section 107 that I was doing a video under, but there was music and that interfered, and YouTube's got to straighten that out. So I won't be able to go live until it is. So that's just a heads up. So let's no further ado, let's do this. All right. I'm marking on which side of the line I'm going to cut. All right. Now remember, this is precision. That this blade is designed to cut right inside this channel precisely, and as long as your table isn't screwed up and everything's in line, all you have to be concerned about is cutting exactly where you've just marked. All right, and then you've got a sight down in this channel that you can sight in with your eye, kind of like on a gun sight. All right, and I pointed that out in my older videos, so you can watch my older videos. Maybe I'll show that in one of my next videos, but right now we're just going to cut. But in that channel there's a sight similar to what's on the gun, but it's a one-sided sight. Alright, I'm getting my pencil line over here lined up with my blade. Alright, are you able to see? Okay, let's get this zoomed in a little bit. Whoa, a little too much. Okay, so I'm going to get it lined up with that pencil line there. Alright, exactly where I want that. Remember, your blade's about an 1/8 inch wide. So remember that when you cut. Factor that in, the thickness of your blade. And this is a little less than an 1/8. So it's about a 1/16 and a 32nd roughly. Now I'm going to double check my cut to make sure I'm right where I want to be. Okay. Yes, I'm golden. I'm good. I'm right there. Make sure I haven't moved it. Get this line back up. All right. Perfect. Alright, you want to squeegee off your material, okay? Just squeegee it off. Don't bring it dripping into the house. Just take the time. If you don't have a squeegee, go buy a squeegee. They're cheap. You can get them at the dollar store, Dollar General, wherever. Alright. And just so they're not dripping when they go in the house. Okay, now I'm cutting it to length. Alright. Look for the water. Alright, water's been gauged. Okay, I'm getting ready to make a wedge. I'm going to move this over to about 3 degrees. Right there. All right. Okay, 3 to 5 degrees is generally the standard wedge size. Now, all right, I want to show you a few features on this DeWalt slide, 12-inch slide. These newer ones have a light you can flip on, which is really nice at night. That light also provides you with like a laser light line. All right, I'm going to point it out. See my finger? You see this line running across right here? That's not a pencil line. That is the light. Well, I'll turn it off. Okay, there's no line there. It's just coming off, light shining down across the blade and creating that line. Now I'm going to cut a wedge. All right, now it's set on 5. Okay, I'm going to turn this light on. Okay, but this has an angle on it. Okay, so it's not giving me the angle I need. Now you can see back here. All right, and then it's going clear to this outer edge on the tip, outer edge of my wood. All right, now this is a 1x, so there's my wedge. Here we go. There we go, and this should do the trick. All right. Now, I can make it thicker, of course. All right, that isn't very thick, and I'll make one more. All right. Now, what I got to do is I got to take this and flip it back towards me. All right, flip it over. All right, now, if I don't like if that's too thick, too great of a wedge, I just cut this back. All right, that's about 3 degrees right there. Okay, the blade's going to come right down here to the outer edge at the back. And there's my wedge. All right, let's cut it. Bam. Now here's the two differences in the wedges. All right. Okay. You can make them as thick or as thin as you like. You could do this with the 2x4, all right? However you want to do it. That's how you make a wedge. You could do the same thing with the skill saw. You just have to be a little more careful, and you can use a speed square to slide your skill saw on so that you have something. You know, use clamps to clamp it in place or hold it. Okay, now we're going to shim a shim. What do you mean? This is temporary, all right? That's in my way. All right? Now, shim a shim, this is too thin, all right? It's not going to work. But if I need it, I can put it under this one and bring it up and shim that shim. All right? Now, if I was needing to shim this shim, okay, I would take it and I would raise it up. Pull it back. I'd raise it up. All right. Then I'd take this shim and I would hold the top shim and then push this underneath, okay, till we tightened it up. And you're shimming the shim. Alright, now I don't have to do that. That was extra. I'm just sharing that with you. Okay, that's snug right there. Alright, my cabinet is level. I'm just going to tap it in there just a tiny bit. Okay, now I'm going to take my chisel underneath it, snap it up. Alright, now if there's anything in the way, yep, if there's got a hair in the way, I can now cut it. I can use a razor knife if this don't work. Alright, but that is now flush. Okay, let's look at this up close and personal. Alright, let's get this out of the way. Here we are. There it is. Flush with the cabinet bottom. Alright, there it is. Now I can just touch that up down there and you'll never know I ever nicked it. Alright, that's how you do that. Look forward to hear from you. There'll be some more cutting to go. Alright, 11.5. Okay. 11.5. Okay. Now, we are going to line this up. It's going to this side of the line. Alright, here's the line. You probably can't really see that. Line's there, and we're cutting to the outside edge over here. Alright, see if we can't adjust this a little better. Now you see the line here, okay, right there. Okay, now this is all the way back against the fence and it's tight. Alright, if I needed to make an angle, I would put my wedge against this fence and between the tile edge and the fence, okay? But we're not making any angles. It's a straight on cut. So here we go. Let's line this up and double check it. This is where you can dial it in. Alright. Okay, we're going to show you where we're at here. Again, against the blade. Okay, we're right here at 11.5. Alright, now let's get to cutting. Now, I'm going to show you something. Now, in doing this video, I'm talking and I'm not thinking about this here, alright? It's kind of my child's getting ready to run into it. So I got to flip it around and line it up. Alright, now, for every cut hereafter where I need 11.5, I lay my whole tile on there and then I bring it to this mark and I just cut. I don't have to measure anymore. Alright. Now I'm going to point out, you see this channel right here. Alright. You do not catch here because it will cut your finger. It will cut your thumb off. Alright, you probably pull it back before, but this will cut you. Alright, it's dull. It's not like a wood blade, but remember it's cutting tile. And so these are diamonds, powder, but it will cut you. So don't put your hand in this channel where the blade runs. Keep it to the side. And remember, always squeegee off your material. You'll make the homeowners happy. Your wife won't holler at you. It will tell the homeowner you respect their home. Okay, too many of these tile guys are not squeegeeing off, and they bring their gripping material into people's homes. It's a good way to get fired. Double check your measurement, 11.5. Okay. Okay. Now, I want you to see my hand looks like I should be cut. Alright, angles will do that. I will show you for those that don't know. So watch this. I'm not moving anything. Alright, I'm going to give you a better picture. Alright, now that's how far my hand actually is away. So angles will make, that's why it's important when you're eyeballing something, you're dead in front of it or you're straight over the top of it, because if you're at an angle, it's going to throw your cut off. Alright, so angles are huge. Now in the camera, from this camera angle, see, it looks like my finger should be getting cut. Alright, and so angles are huge, and that reveals the truth. Alright, so when you're marking, you're eyeballing down, alright, and you want to mark right here, and you come over here at this angle, it moves, and it moves, alright, so you got to be looking straight down on top of it and then mark, otherwise it'll be off, alright, or straight on with it sideways, okay, if you're looking across. So I hope that was helpful to some. Alright. And squeegeeing. You can't go wrong by squeegeeing. Alright. And if you're using this ceramic, it helps to clean that off, because when the water dries, it'll leave a residue, a powder. Alright. And like I say, if you're working for somebody, they will recognize that you respect their home. And if they like you, they'll like you even better, because you are going that extra mile. A lot of these tile guys aren't squeegeeing their tiles. They bring them into the house dripping. Bad form and bad character, you know. So for what it's worth. Alright, you can have your thumb over in here in this area. Alright, but keep it away from that channel, alright, where the blade guide. Okay? Keep it out of the throat. Alright, that channel. Okay? Alright, here we go. Okay, now, thank you for being a part of my community. I appreciate your time. I hope this is helpful. I'm doing this video basically for those that are searching and looking for information and they don't have a whole lot of experience, or they have some experience and they just have never done tile. And you know, they're just kind of feeling kind of out of their zone, you know. And so I've tried to make this very practical, and that's why I do what I do on my channel, you know, the majority of my videos. And so that people learning or people that feel uncomfortable, and so that they can watch my video and go, you know, I can do that. Right? I can at least now attempt it and, you know, give it a shot. And I have many videos on tiling. You can go to my playlist. I have all aspects of tiling. That's in my playlist, all aspects of tiling. And I'm doing showers. And I'm cutting angles and showing you how to get the angle, how to use wedges, how to use shims, how to cut blocks to get your angles, a whole variety. I haven't shown anything on using speed square to get your angles on your tile, but you can use a speed square on your saw up against your fence and get the angles that way as well. You may want to use a little slide clamp to hold that speed square down to your table up against the fence so it doesn't move. Keep that angle right where you want it, or several clamps. I've created blocks like I've said. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you're looking for more information on tiling and cutting angles and stuff, shower curb, I've got videos there. I bullnose my shower curb using a smooth diamond blade and a grinder, and I show you how to do that. I also show you how to buff that edge and polish it using pregnated rubberized diamond pads for granite and marble. Also works on the tile. So I look forward to hear from you. God bless. I'd like to make a shorter video, but I don't know how I can show everything I want to show and keep it short. So remember, as well as if you don't have an exercise routine, I have a very unique exercise routine that I've created while I was lifting, bodybuilding, and I share that with you. Whether you worked out before, whether you haven't, whether it's been a long time, or you presently are working out. My isomet tonics will help to strengthen your joints and help you to lift more. Once you get those muscles developed, you think they're developed until you engage those muscles. But you'll see what I'm talking about if you check out my playlist, Getting Fit with Ken. So I'm shutting up. Have a great day. Catch you on the rebound. And thanks for watching. Alright, we're just going to give you a once over here on this bathroom. There's around the toilet. Okay, that was from part 2. Alright, there it is complete. Alright. And then this is why we had that line chalked at the front of this cabinet. Okay, and those were the pieces I was just cutting that was running across there. Now I've got to cut another wedge to remove the wedge I have temporarily under there to fit that gap. And if you didn't know how to make a wedge, you do now. You can do it with the skill saw. You just have to be a little carefuler and pencil it in if you're, and you can use a speed square as a guide to your table, to your fence on your saw. All right, so there we go. Once the floor goes down, countertops going in. That's going to be a marble 12 by 12 tile, and blue and silver vessel sinks, and it should really just pop and come alive. All right, peace out and God bless. Thank you for watching. Okay, you know, today I'm going to show you a rough way to figure out your tiling your floor, a rough layout for figuring out your pattern, how many tile it's going to take. This should get you in the door, meaning it should get you moving forward with how to lay out your tile and how many tile and how to go about it. But remember, this is only a rough estimate, okay? So with no further ado, let's do this.